Welcome travelers. In this video we will discover the top 10 road trips with awesome view, in all over Canada. At 9.8 million square kilometers, Canada is the world's second largest country. Which means the best way to see it is to hop in a car and drive. Along the way you'll gape at glacier-carved peaks, bird-filled marshlands, and everything in between. There'll be plenty of stops to take in the views, sample local hotspots and rest your road trip weary head too. 1. Crows-Nest Highway, British Columbia. Stretching from BC to Alberta, the Crows-Nest Highway passes through breathtaking mountains and charming towns. After departing from the bustling city of Vancouver, head toward the Fraser Valley on Highway 1. 2. Icefields Parkway, Alberta. Thinking about the Canadian Rockies for your Canada road trip? Then the 235-kilometer Icefields Parkway is your front row seat to some of the range's most fetching glaciers and turquoise lakes. Leaving the hamlet of Lake Louise in Banff National Park, head north along Highway 93 to savor such sights as Mirror Lake, Herbert Lake, the sweeping Athabasca Glacier and double-barreled Sunwapta Falls. 3. Interlake Region, Manitoba. Immerse yourself in history and nature on this 186-mile, 1 to 3 day journey through Manitoba's Interlake region, straddled by the province's two inland seas of Lake Winnipeg and Lake Manitoba. From the bustling capital of Winnipeg, make tracks north to Lower Fort Garry Historic Site, Oak Hammock Marsh, Lake Winnipeg's iconic wooden piers, and swim-friendly Winnipeg Beach. 4. Toronto to Stratford, Ontario. Take in big city sights and theatre town delights on this 2-day sojourn in southeastern Ontario. Spend a day strolling Toronto's museums and galleries, and a night at the artsy Gladstone Hotel or chic Kimpton St. George. Then motor west 150 kilometers for a dose of Victorian architecture and live theatre in Stratford, home to the province's annual Stratford Festival. Along the way, take a peek at Bodden's ornate Castle Kilbride Museum. 5. Montreal to Gaspésie, Quebec. Take a week or more to hit several Quebec sweet spots on this charming 975-kilometer drive, which should be on everyone's best road trips in Canada bucket list. Visit Montreal and Quebec City, voted 4th and 1st top Canadian cities, respectively, in Travel Plus Leisure's World's Best Awards 2021, before heading northeast along the St. Lawrence River to the Gaspé Peninsula and its striking Perce Rock. Watch for whales, caribou and northern gannets, you can't miss their distinctive black-tipped wings. 6. Richelieu, Newfoundland and Labrador. Start with a stroll past colorful row houses in Newfoundland and Labrador's capital of St. John's, also North America's most easterly and oldest city. Then head south on a 309-kilometer coastal loop packed with outdoor adventure and natural wonders. Spot whales and seabirds on a Witless Bay boat tour or hike by sea stacks and cliffs on the East Coast Trail. Pick up fresh sandwiches and lemonade in Lighthouse Picnic's historic 1870 lighthouse, then enjoy them outside while watching icebergs float by. 7. Bay of Fundy, New Brunswick. Explore the wild ways of water on New Brunswick's Bay of Fundy, a hot spot on a top Canada road trip. Here, some 150 billion tons of water flow in and out every 6 hours, making for the world's highest tides at up to 50 feet. Ease into this 4-day 225-kilometer trip by taking tea at Moncton's quaint 1883 Thomas Williams House, then pad about the ocean floor during low tide at the Hopewell Rocks, eroded treetop sandstone formations aka Flowerpot Rocks. Catch August's Rising Tide Festival in Fundy National Park, and be sure to kayak St. Martin's Red Rock Sea Caves on the route's last leg. 8. North Cape Coastal Drive, Prince Edward Island. It might be Canada's smallest province, but Prince Edward Island boasts its fair share of road trips too. Foodies in particular will want to wind their way around the Western Peninsula, sampling the island's fresh bounty on a 4-day 350-kilometer drive. Find out why Prince Edward Island's potatoes are so famous at the Canadian Potato Museum, then fill up on a fully loaded baked spud, choose from lobster, pulled pork and more, at the on-site PEI Potato Country Kitchen. 9. Halifax to the Cabot Trail, Nova Scotia. Get your urban fix in the lively capital of Halifax before striking out for rural Cape Breton Island and the world-famous Cabot Trail, considered to be not only one of the best road trips in Canada but in the world. Named after Italian explorer John Cabot, who landed on these shores in 1497, the 300-kilometer coastal loop climbs from sea-swept beaches and sleepy fishing villages to forested slopes and cliff tops. Plan for a full 4 days to take in Baddeck on the shore of Brasdoor Lake, Cape Breton Highlands National Park and its 26 hiking trails, and the traditional Acadian town of Cheticamp. 10. Dempster Highway, Yukon. Tucked into the northwest corner of Canada, The Yukon is home to few people, population 38,500, many mountains and 4,989 kilometers of maintained roads. Of the territory's go-to road trips, the 737-kilometer, 5 to 7 day Dempster Highway delivers the most off-the-beaten-track experience. Load up on supplies and gold rush history in Dawson City. Think historic walking tours, entertainment, and the infamous Sordo cocktail. Then drive north through wildlife-rich tundra, crossing the Arctic Circle and hopping 2 ferries on the way to Inuvik in the Northwest Territories. Catch early fall's red, yellow and orange tundra, winter's ice roads, spring's foraging wildlife and summer's midnight sun. Thank you for watching, travelers. Have a good trip. Please subscribe this channel for more videos.